Year 4, this is your maths for week 7, and this is for green and red group, and this is the whole of week 7. So once you finish day 1, just make sure you pause the video before you're ready to watch day 2. So this week we're learning all about multiplication using column multiplication, and for your day 1 learning you are multiplying a 2-digit number by a 1-digit number. So let's go through some examples. Okay, the first example we have is 73 times 4. And look how we've been really careful to line our digits up in the correct place value column. So the 7 tens is in the tens column, the 3 ones is in the ones column, and the 4 ones that we're multiplying it by is in the ones column. Now we're going to use our steps to success to make sure we get this done properly. So the first step to success is multiply the digits in the ones column together. So that is the 3 and the 4, okay? So what is 3 times 4? We know that that's 12. But the number 12 has 1 10 and 2 ones. So we don't just write 12 underneath the ones column, we have to write the ones from our answer in the ones column and exchange the tens to the tens column. So 12. That means the tens goes underneath the tens column. Now the next thing we need to do is multiply the digit in the tens column by the bottom digit in the ones column. So that means we need to do 7 tens times 4 ones. Okay, now the easiest way to do this is just 7 times 4. Okay, and then you're going to put your 0 on the end because it's actually a 70 times 4. So 7 times 4 is 28. Okay, now before you write 28 in the answer box, you need to remember to add on your exchange because we had the 1, which I'm going to highlight, 10 down here that we carried over. So 7 times 4 is 28, add 1 is 29, then you'd write 29 in your answer box, which is actually 290. So then your final answer is 292. Let's go over one more example together. Okay, 85 times 7. So the first thing we need to do is multiply the digits in the ones column, which is 5 times 7. Okay, 5 times 7 is 35. But 35 is actually made up of 3 tens and 5 ones. So we write the ones from the answer in the ones column and exchange the tens to the tens column. So 35 would be written like this. Okay, the next thing we need to do is multiply the tens with the bottom digit in the ones column. So we've got 80 or 8 tens times 7 ones. So 8 times 7 is 56. But before we write the answer in, we need to add on our exchange. So 56 add 3 is 59 or 590. Okay, so then your answer is 595. Moving on to day 2, and we're going to be carrying on multiplying 2-digit numbers by 1-digit numbers. Here are 3 incorrect multiplications. Okay, so they're not right, they're incorrect. Correct the multiplications, which means you have to correct them yourself. So the way you're going to do this, and the way I would do it, is just to work out each question individually again. Okay, so let's take the first question, which was 61 times 5, and they thought the answer was 35. Okay, let's lay it out properly like we have. So 61 times 5 with the 60 in the tens column and the 1 in the ones column. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to multiply the digits in the ones column. So 1 times 5 is 5. And the next thing we need to do is multiply the tens digit by the bottom digit in the ones column. So 6 tens times 5 ones is 6 times 5 is 30. Okay, so the answer is 305. So what did they do wrong? And you need to correct the other ones too. The question you have is called always, sometimes, or never, and you've got 3 statements and you need to decide whether they always are true, sometimes are true, or never true. Okay, the first one says when you're multiplying a 2-digit number by a 1-digit number, the answer has 3 digits. So let's work out some examples of this and see if it always gives us 3 digits. So the first one we could do, for example, is 27 times 6. So 7 times 6 in the ones column is 42, and then we've got 2 times 6 is 12, add our exchange, so 12 add 4 is 16. So that answer did give us 3 digits, okay? That means the statement is sometimes true, but the question is it always true? So then let's go through another example, 13 times 4. So in the ones column, 3 times 4 is 12. And then we've got 1 times 4 from the tens column is 4, add our exchange is 5. Okay, so that gave us 52. And if you look at your answer here, you've actually only got 2 digits. That means that this statement doesn't happen all the time. It only sometimes happens. So you'd write sometimes next to that one, and then you need to work out the rest of your questions. So let's have a look at the second statement just quickly. It says, when multiplying a 2-digit number by 8, the answer is an odd number, okay? Just quickly, in case any of you've forgotten, an odd number is a number that ends in 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9, okay? Moving on then. The next question you have is some word problems. So let's go through this one together. The steps to success say that we need to highlight the key numbers in the question. So there are 8 chocolates in a bag, and Joseph has 56 bags to sell. How many chocolates does he have altogether to sell? He's got 8 chocolates in a bag and 56 bags. So you need to work out the column multiplication problem you need to solve, which is 56 bags times 8 chocolates. And then you need to make sure you lay it out carefully like I've done, so that each digit is lined up in the correct place value column. Okay, moving on to day 3, and today we're going to be multiplying a 3-digit number by a 1-digit number each time, so it gets a bit trickier. Let's go through some examples together. 534 times 4. So first, in our steps to success, we need to multiply the digits in the ones column. So 4 times 4 is 16. We need to write the ones from the answer in the ones column and exchange the tens to the tens column. So you write it like this, okay? Next, we need to multiply the digit in the tens column by the bottom digit in the ones column. So 3 times 4 is 12, and then we need to add on our exchange. So 12 add 1 is 13, okay? But it was actually 3 tens times 4 ones, so it becomes 130, okay? So then we need to multiply the digit in the hundreds column by the bottom digit in the ones column. So we've got 5 or 500s times 4. So that is 5 times 4 is 20. Add our exchange is 21. So your answer is 2,136. Let's do one more example together. 728 times 9. 8 times 9 is 72. Okay. 2 tens times 9 ones. 2 times 9 is 18. Add our exchange is 25, okay, or 250. 7 times 9 or 700 times 9 is 63. Add our exchange is 65. So the answer is 6,552. Okay. Finally, moving on to your day 4 learning for this week, you are going to be doing some more problem solving with your multiplying skills. So, spot the mistake. Alex and Dexter have both completed the same multiplication. Alex says that 234 times 6 is 1,204. Dexter says 234 times 6 is 1,404. Who has the correct answer, and what mistake has been made by one of the children? So the way that I would do this is I would work out 234 times 6 for myself, okay? And then you'll be able to see who has the correct answer, and you'll be able to spot what mistake they've made, okay? Next question. Teddy and his mum were having a reading competition. In 1 month, Teddy read 814 pages. His mum read 4 times as many pages. How many pages did they read altogether? So it's not just asking you how many his mum read, it's asking you how many they read altogether. So this is actually a 2-step problem. So the first thing you're going to need to do is work out how many mum read, and you're going to do the amount Teddy read, which is 814, times 4, okay? And you're going to have an answer from that. Then, once you've got your answer, you're going to have to do the amount that Teddy read plus the amount that Mum read. So you have to add them together and you will get your final answer of how many they read all together. Next one, Nancy needs 258 sequins to decorate one dress. If she needs to make 9 dresses, how many sequins will she need? So let's highlight the key numbers. She needs 258 sequins to make one dress, but she actually needs to make 9 dresses. So how many sequins will she need? So you have to do 258 times 9 dresses, okay? And that will give you your answer. Good luck with the rest of your work from this week.